there's any TikTok enthusiasts out there, add this guy.
It's your boy Kids.
Is that your username?
It is actually.
Right. We've been here on location filming this. Probably for about 10-15 minutes, and the whole time he's just been doing TikTok.
Yeah, do a bit of TikTok. 1, 2, 3.
So behind us is a brand new 19-plate Audi A6.
There you go.
And
for all you beautiful car lovers.
From here it does look wonderful.
I tell you what, that drive we just had down here in that beautiful vehicle was wonderful.
We probably drove what? 10 mile?
Yeah, we drove about 10 mile. Yeah, and honestly, smoothest drive ever.
Silky beat.
The brand new Audi A6. First thing we look at is exterior. As you can see from the front, the grille is massive. Audi badge as usual, slap bang in the centre, and then surrounding that is a massive mouth of a grille. Headlights, full LED, daytime runners. Down here we've got some fake vents that don't do anything. Apart from this one, they actually go somewhere, but the rest don't do anything at all. These are 19-inch alloys, but preferably you go for a low profile tyre or different alloys. I think it would just suit this car a little bit better. Here's the S-Line version, so you've got the S-Line badging on either side of the car. You've got the indicators on the wing mirror, tinted windows. Coming around the back, you've got the A6 badging, 40 GDI. It is not a 4 litre at all, but Audi seem to try and trick you with the latest cars. On the back, you've got some fake exhaust tips. They're not an exhaust, they're just meant to look nice. I think the exhaust is underneath somewhere there. So exterior of the car, we're gonna score them as we go along this time to shorten the length of the video down because we were getting ridiculous.
Yeah, but
so kids, what are you gonna give the exterior?
honestly, I think what's making me give it this score is grill. I'm gonna give it an 8 because this grill is absolutely massive. It's trying to almost like one big fresh smile.
So has that grill brought the score up or down?
No, that's brought the score up. Because
Right.
the rest of it, I mean, it's just the rest of it. I think really look at its bog standard Audi.
It's just Audi in it, yeah.
If you look at the grill, it's beautiful.
I don't think it looks a lot more suave.
They are really picking up on those things. So yeah.
It does look a lot more suave than the predecessor, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to agree with you on an 8, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Sweet.
8 out of 10 for the exterior.
8 out of 10 for exterior. Spot on.
So as far as interior goes, if you remember the 530e video, I think you complained about the dashboard sticking out while you were sat in the passenger seat.
Yeah, knees, catching knees.
In this, it doesn't really seem to be a problem with the knees.
It's no problem whatsoever with the knees. Look at the spacing. I don't know if you can see there, but man's still not like touching bottom there. I've got plenty of space. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can lean back. I'm sure the seat reclines really right back as well, so you can have a little nap in the passenger side.
The interior of this car is just a really nice place to be.
It's beautiful.
I mean, just look at it, guys. Screens in the middle there. Obviously, the infotainment system there with the sat nav and the Bluetooth connectivity and the media and everything else. The screen underneath to control the climate control and your aircon settings, etc., etc. Moving down, you've got this like brushed aluminium, brushed chrome. Gear lever, nice thick chunky gear lever. The handbrake and everything else. Cup holders are underneath that flap, kids, if you'd like to open that flap. Wonderful, some cup holders there. A bit of storage there, and obviously USB to plug your phone in, etc., etc. Moving on to the steering wheel, typical Audi steering wheel with the notches either side, a few notches further down, S-Line badging. multifunction steering wheel to control obviously your medium, your cruise control, etc, etc. Not a flat bottom, it's only an A6, not an S6, but not a flat bottom, it's still a really nice steering wheel. Analog dials with a digital display in the middle. I think you can get this with a full digital dashboard. This one's just got the analog dials, but still a really nice place to be, if I'm honest. Now, I'm a big guy, right? Kids are sat in the passenger seat in a comfortable position for a journey. I'm gonna try and get in the back seat. From here, it doesn't look promising, if I'm honest, but we'll give it a go. Now, I'm in the back seat, kids. Is in the front seat. He's in a comfortable position for a journey. I've managed to get in the back, but as far as legroom goes, there isn't a lot of it. As you can see, my knees aren't in a central position. They're either side of the seat.
But
If I shut the door,
I am in the most comfortablest position.
which
Like,
you're going to want to be, aren't you?
I've got loads of space.
You're going to want to be in the most comfortable position.
Yeah, that's true, but no, I mean, look, I can spare so much space for you.
Okay, so put it in a nice comfortable position that you can go on a long journey in.
That.
So he's now in a comfortable position. I can get my knees behind the seat, but there isn't a lot of room there at all, to be honest. As far as headroom goes,
There's
again,
there's a lot of headroom up here.
there's not a lot of headroom in the back, but there is ample in the front.
Yeah.
Obviously it slopes back due to the styling, but as far as the back, it is a nice place to be. The seats are nice and comfy. I could probably go on a journey in the back of here, but as I'm a driver, I probably wouldn't be in the back at all. But yeah, as far as the feet go, you can't really stretch them that far, but it's all right. It's all right. It's a nice place to be. The back's doors. The top is a sort of soft touch. Nice chrome door trims. The bottom gets a bit scratchy, but most cars do that these days, I suppose. The seats are leather, so you've got a nice soft leather in front of you. But yeah, overall the back's probably a nice place to be. So as far as interiors are concerned, I'm going to give a score for the interior out of 10. I'm going to give it, again, it's going to be an 8 out of 10. It's a really nice place to be. It's comfortable. There could be a bit more room in the back, but it's sacrificed because of the styling of the car. But it overall is a nice place to be. Lovely place to be. 8 out of 10. Kids?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well. Beautiful.
Simple. When you've quite finished messing with the seat.
Honestly, mate, I've been messing with the seat for so long now. I had it at a certain point, and I'm just trying to get that point back.
The seat's amazing. It goes up and down and all sorts.
No, honestly, it did so much. Honestly, though, I'll give it an 8 because the interior is absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful for me. This is my ideal car.
It is a lovely car. A lovely
Beautiful.
place to be. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, spot
nice
on.
one. Right. Performance time. Now, I'm going to read out the stats before I drive off so I don't crash and die. And also because I've got memory like a sieve.
There you go.
So, this car is pushing out 201 brake horsepower with a top speed of 152 miles per hour. It does a 0 to 60 in 7.2 seconds, and the torque figures are 400 newton meters of torque. Although this car does weigh 1,645 kilo, which is just over 1.5 tons. With me and him in it, probably weighs about 2 tons. So the 2 litre diesel engine has got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
201 brake horsepower, 7.8 seconds to not 7.8 seconds on the 0 to 60. So we're now in dynamic mode. We've got the S-tronic gearbox in sport. We're on sort of a country lane, and we're going to see what it can do performance-wise. Just to note, it is not a performance car, really.
Not
it's
at
more
all.
of a cruiser,
Yeah.
eating up motorway miles, etc, etc. But if you do want to overtake or have a little bit of fun on a country road, let's now see if you can do that. So we've got the S-tronic gearbox in sport, then I've knocked it over into manual mode because it has got flappy paddles on the gearbox. Obviously it's not a performance car, but
It's not a performance
it does
car.
just move if you want to. That was 70 mile an hour just then. It was. But it's not the slowest thing in the world, is it? But what I think we'll do is knock it back over just to sport gearbox to let it do its own thing. It's not really fast enough to warrant using the paddles, if I'm honest. But it wasn't the slowest thing in the world, was it?
It wasn't the slowest thing, but I suppose this car's not about speed.
No, it's not about speed. It's just
It's just the look. It's the look and the comfortability.
the comfortability.
I'm going to stick with that word, mate. Get in the dictionary, guys. I'm going to say get in the Bible. Get in the dictionary, guys.
While we're on the subject of comfortability, obviously we sat in the car. Comfortability, I'm going to give this car. I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah.
Because it is a comfy. It is our comfy. The seats are comfy. The driving position, it works really well. Everything's nice and centralised. The pedals are in a nice position. From a driver's point of view, it is a nice, comfy place to be. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and I give it an 8 as well. Did I not just give it an 8? What was we talking about?
That was for interior.
That was for interior.
Yeah.
Comfortability, 8 out of 10, no problem whatsoever. And that's just all there is to that.
That's all there is to that.
That's all there is to that.
Practicality. Now there's plenty of storage places. Not the biggest door pockets in the world. In the centre console has got a few storage places. Got 2 cup holders, so if you've got a coffee or a drink or whatever, you can put them in there. The back doors have got some bins in the doors as well. Again, not the biggest, but what do you want?
Hey ho, what do you want?
The boot is adequate size. You could probably fit 2 large suitcases and a rucksack and a few other little bits in there. You could probably get a set of golf clubs in there.
And a battered Mars bar.
As well. Not as well. You can't get 2 large suitcases, a normal suitcase and a rucksack and golf clubs in there. That just wouldn't fit. But you can get a set of golf clubs in there if you are the golfing sporting type.
And what about your battered Mars bar? Will that fit though?
The battered Mars bar, I don't really think there's anywhere for a battered Mars bar to sit.
Not in the boot with 2 suitcases.
Oh, they would definitely fit in the boot.
So that's alright.
Yeah, there's a nice little mesh pocket on the
There
side.
we go.
You can probably just slot it in there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
sorted.
yeah.
Mesh.
Practicality, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Well, considering I can have a meshy battered Mars bar,
Meshy battered Mars bar.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 as well.
Right.
So I think we're in agreement here. Now, I've already got my view on performance. Its performance is 7, right? I'm giving it a 7 because it is what it is. It's a comfortable car. It's not made for power. It's just made to look nice. It's made to cruise. It's made to be comfortable. Sort of a businessman's car, I suppose. It's got that.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that.
Yeah, it's got the look about it.
You got the look.
And that's all there is to it. So I'm going to give it a 7 because the power is not much there, but it gets you from A to B, and I suppose it can shift once you got it down at motorway and it's going 152 miles an hour.
Up motorway, I can tell that's from Yorkshire.
Top speed 152 miles an hour, and it's doing that. It's getting you there faster than a car doing 100 miles an hour. So there you go.
Listen, it's 201 brake horsepower. It weighs 1,600 kilos. It's got a lot of things inside it to make it look luxurious. It's not going to be the most sprightly of things ever. But when you put your foot down, it does move.
I like the way she moves.
It does pick up when it needs to. You could quite happily overtake something. Obviously, it's not go far fast. It's not going to be a go far fast.
Yeah.
But when you put your foot down, it does pick up. It does move. Again, not the most sprightly of things, but it's not meant to be that. It's meant to be just eating up the motorway miles and just cruising, really. Just cruising
down the highway of life. Yep.
Performance, I'm going to give performance an 8 out of 10 because I think it does the job it's intended to do.
So we've got to go off and we're going to get a 7.5. Total score is 38.5.
I don't think that's a bad score.
It's not a bad score for an Audi A6, is it?
I mean, as we keep saying on other videos, nothing's going to be like a 45 out of 50 or something like that. It should have to be a mind-blowing car.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave it there. We're trying to cut the videos down a bit so they don't drag on. We're going to end the video there. Overall, Audi A6 S-Line, lovely place to be. 38.5, good score.
Good score.
Good score.
As always, follow us on all our socials.
All the socials.
All the socials. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Don't bother with
YouTube.
Twitter. We don't bother with Twitter. Can't be asked with that.
Well, follow us on. We've got a Twitter, so follow us on it because one day we might use it.
SoundCloud, important one. SoundCloud. Search Fashion Goods on SoundCloud. Follow that because there's going to be a new mix coming up on there.
Unleash your beast.
Yes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel and you're already subscribed, thank you very much. Well done. Give it a like.
Share.
What?
Share.
And a share. Make sure you do give it a share. Because of course everybody loves a share. So yeah, that's it guys. Nice one.